Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives the example of earth. That earth sometimes doesn't grow anything. It is dry. Then people understand that this year we won't receive anything from the earth. Farmers are disappointed. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sends rain. Then the same earth has capacity to grow the things. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that after a land, a field is in the mood of death, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives life. Similarly, it will happen after you die. He will give you again life, and then He will bring you to Himself, and He will ask you whatever you did here in this world. He says, وَتَرَى الْأَرْضَ هَامِدَةً, and you see the earth barren. فَإِذَا أَنزَلْنَا عَلَيْهَا الْمَاءَ اهْتَزَّتْ وَرَبَتْ وَأَنبَتَتْ مِنْ كُلِّ زَوْجٍ بَهِيجٍ. But when we pour down rain on it, then it is stirred and swells, and it puts for every kind of beautiful growth. ذَلِكَ بِأَنَّ اللَّهَ هُوَ الْحَقُّ وَأَنَّهُ يُحْيِي الْمَوْتَى وَأَنَّهُ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٌ. This is so because Allah is the reality, and because He gives life to death, and because He has power over all things. وَأَنَّ السَّاعَةَ آتِيَةٌ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهَا وَأَنَّ اللَّهَ يَبْعَثُ مَنْ فِي الْقُبُورِ. And verily, the hour will come. There can be no doubt about it. And about that, Allah will raise up all those who are in graves. These are the ayat of Surah Al-Hajj. In this, a picture of the day of resurrection has been portrayed, especially on the day of resurrection. Islam gives the belief of judgment, a book which will be handed over to everybody, in which every detail of his life, his good or bad deed, will be there. For example, in Surah Al Imran, ayat 30, chapter name is Al Imran, ayah number is 30. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, يَوْمَ تَجِدُ كُلُّ نَفْسٍ مَا عَمِلَتْ مِنْ خَيْرٍ مُحْضَرًا وَمَا عَمِلَتْ مِنْ سُوءٍ تَوَدُّ لَوْ أَنَّ بَيْنَهَا وَبَيْنَهُ أَمَدًا بَعِيدًا. On the day when everybody shall find present before him whatever good he did and whatever evil he wrought, he will wish that there would have been a wide space between him and between that day. In this ayah, it is mentioned that whatever we are doing in this world, whether among the friends, whether before the people or in loneliness, there is a system of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, surveillance system. Now everywhere we have a camera. This is new technology, but Allah's technology is the most advanced. There is no failure. There is no need of electricity. There is no need of any other mechanic, even in the darkness of a place where any person can't realize himself where he is because of utter darkness. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala watches. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sees him, and whatever he does is recorded. Tomorrow it will be present before him. It may be in the shape of book, it may be in the shape of indicator. Today what happens, we are scholars, as students, we pass exam, then we await the result, and the day it comes, there is a huge crowd before the board. Now it comes through email and internet also, on website also. Then every child is opening his email address, his code number. He is very much keen to know his result. When it is good, then he goes here and there. I have got 80% marks. I have got 70 plus. I have got 90. I have got more than 90. Wonderful. Fantastic. But if a person gets less marks, then he never meets the people. Always silent. If someone asks, how much have you scored? I have got. How much? Unfortunately, I don't know why the teachers did injustice with me. They have given less marks. However, he doesn't want to expose that. Then the result of the entire life, entire hardship for good causes or bad causes will be indicated. If it is good, then his delight and happiness will know no bound. And if it is bad, then what will happen? We can realize. It is mentioned in the glorious Quran itself, in Surah Al-Haqqah, that everybody will be given a book. And he will be said, look, read, this is your book. In that book, everything will be present. Then if the book is good, the good deeds, good judgment, then he will carry the book. My friend, this is my book. This is my book. I have received my book. Look at my book. Have a glance. And he will be happy. And if it is not good, then he will say, oh my Lord, I wouldn't have been given the life. In the other chapter, the 18th part of the glorious Quran, it is mentioned that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has set a book which will speak. The book will speak about everybody. وَلَدَيْنَا كِتَابٌ يَنْطِقُ بِالْحَقِّ. And with us there is a book which will speak true. So these are different ways to expose the deeds of mankind. All are understandable now. The people who know computer, they know well that one data can be exposed, can be shown on indicator, and that can be transferred in a small book, that can be only read, and the same also can be heard voiceless and with voice. But everything is recorded, and in different shape it may be handed over to the person, and he will read